everybody. Myself Jagdish, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, working in IDST Government First Grade College, Chikmagalur District. Today I am going to teach the concept asymptotes, which comes under the theory of plane curves, and the syllabus is there in the BSc first year second semester of Kuvempu University. Now, let us understand the meaning of asymptotes. In this chapter, so many concepts are there. Among that, one of the concept is asymptote. What is meant by an asymptote? An asymptote is a straight line that continually approaches a given curve but does not meet at any finite distance. If a point is continuously moving, if you want to draw a tangent, it is not possible, but we can draw a line which is very near to a line. It means that a straight line that is continuously approaches a given curve but does not meet at it at any finite distance. Since it comes in analytical geometry, an expert given a definition like this: an asymptote of a curve is a line such that the distance between the curve and the line approaches to zero as one or both of x and y coordinates tends to infinity. So in general, we say that the asymptote is a line which meets the point at infinity, either in the x coordinate or in the y coordinate. And the more information about this asymptote is, it is a line if a perpendicular distance from a variable point P on a curve from a line tends to 0 as the point P tends to infinity. It is also called as an asymptote. In general, we say that asymptote is a tangent to a curve at infinity but does not lie on together at infinity. From all this definition, I hope you all understood the meaning of asymptote. Next, let us see what are the different types of asymptotes we find. Whenever we draw a curve on a plane, if you want to draw an asymptote, some of the asymptotes we are finding like this. Some asymptotes we can draw which are horizontal to a curve. Some asymptotes we can draw vertical to a curve. Some asymptotes we can draw which are neither horizontal nor vertical to a curve. So from this we conclude that there are two types of asymptotes. One is asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis and asymptotes not parallel to the coordinate axis. The asymptote parallel to x-axis is called as an horizontal asymptote, and the asymptote parallel to y-axis is called vertical asymptote. If any asymptote neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis, they are considered as an oblique asymptotes. Please remember, my dear students, horizontal asymptotes and vertical asymptotes comes under asymptotes parallel to coordinate axis, and oblique asymptotes comes under asymptotes not parallel to coordinate axis, and they also called as oblique asymptotes. Now let us find out how to find asymptotes which if they are parallel to the coordinate axis. Before going to understand about finding asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis, it is very important to know some points. The first point is the coefficient of highest power of x or y in the equation of a curve. If they are constant or imaginary, then we find no asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. Dear students, please remember that if the coefficients of x and y are constant in the equation of a curve, then we do not find any asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. This is I am talking with respect to the asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. The second important point, one should know that the number of asymptotes cannot exceed the degree of the equation of the curve. Please remember, if the degree of the equation of the curve is 3, the total number of asymptotes maximum will be 3 and they will not exceed more than 3. If the degree of the equation is 2, then it is nothing but we find only 2 asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. If they are constant, then we do not find any asymptote parallel to the coordinate axis. Now let us understand the working rule of finding asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. In the given equation, equate the coefficient of highest power of x to 0, which gives the asymptote parallel to the x-axis. Please remember, if the given equation equate the coefficient of the highest power of x to 0, that always gives the asymptote parallel to the x-axis. In the same way, in the given equation, equate the coefficient of highest power of y to 0, which gives the asymptotes parallel to y-axis. If the coefficients are constant, please remember, no asymptotes parallel neither to the x-axis nor to the y-axis. Now, through the examples of the curve, let us understand how to find asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. Let us consider some of the equations of the curve as y square into x square minus a square equals to x, yx square minus 3x square minus 5xy plus 6y plus 2 equals to 0, x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 0, and x square y square equals to a square into x square plus y square. And another equation is x square plus xy square minus 2x square plus 2y square equals to 0. Let us understand as to how to find the asymptote for these equations of the curves. Let us find the first equation, or let us consider the equation number 1. The equation follows like this: y square into x square minus a square equals to x. Now we have to find asymptotes. Which are the asymptotes which are parallel to the x-axis and asymptotes parallel to the y-axis? It is a very simple one and we can find it very easily. The solution goes like this. Now equate the RHS equals to 0 by taking LHS and simplify the equation. After simplifying the equation, you please identify the coefficient of the highest power of x. The coefficient of highest power of x is y square. The highest power of x is 2 and the coefficient of highest power of x is y square, and equate it to 0. Here y is not a constant, therefore y square equals to 0 or y equals to 0 is the asymptote parallel to x-axis. Once again I repeat, if possible make RHS equals to 0, bring all the terms which are there in the RHS to the LHS and simplify the equation. And identify the coefficient of highest power of x and you equate it to 0. Here the coefficient of highest power of x is y square, you equate it to 0, y square equals to 0 or y equals to 0 is the asymptote parallel to x-axis. Similarly, in order to find asymptote parallel to y-axis, here consider the coefficient of highest power of y is x square minus a square. The highest power of y is 2 and its coefficient is x square minus a square, and you equate it to 0. That is x square minus a square equals to 0, x square equals to a square, or x equals to a. Either it is a plus or minus a, and this is the asymptote parallel to the y-axis. Let's consider another example. Yx square minus 3x square minus 5xy plus 6y plus 2 equals to 0. Here the coefficient of highest power of x is y minus 3. In the first term x square is there, in the second term x square is there. If you take x square common, the term which remains is y minus 3. And this y minus 3 we equate it to 0. Then the result y equals to 3 or y minus 3 is the asymptote parallel to the x-axis. To find asymptote parallel to the y-axis, consider the coefficient of highest power of y to 0. Here the highest power of y is 1 Therefore, the coefficient of highest power of y is x square minus 5x plus 6. This is a quadratic equation and we already know how to solve this quadratic equation. The degree of x is 2, therefore we are getting the value of x is 2 values we are getting. On solving this equation, we get the values of x as 2 and 3. Here, x equals to 2 and x equals to 3 are the asymptotes parallel to the y-axis. Now let us consider another example. This is the third equation. Equation goes like this. Equation x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 0. Here, on solving, if we observe the coefficient of highest power of x is b square. And it is a constant. B square is a constant, b is a constant. Hence, as I said earlier, if the coefficient of highest power of x is a constant, then we say no asymptote parallel to x-axis. If we observe the coefficient of highest power of y, again it is a constant, that is a square. Hence, we do not find any asymptotes parallel to y-axis. So in this example of the curve, we do not find any asymptote neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis. The reason is the coefficient of highest power of x and y are constants. Now let us understand another equation. X square plus xy square minus 2x square plus 2y square equals to 0. If we observe the highest power of x is 2 and the coefficient of highest power of x is 1 in one term and highest power of x is minus 2 in another term. If we take x square common, 1 minus 2 equals to minus 1, it is a constant. Hence, we do not find any asymptotes parallel to x-axis. To find asymptote parallel to y-axis, first identify the highest power of y. Here the highest power of y is 2. In one of the highest power of y, the coefficient is x. In another highest power of y, the coefficient is 2. If we take y square common, the term which remains is x plus 2. Equate this value to 0. X plus 2 equals to 0 or x equals to minus 2 is the asymptote parallel to x-axis. Like this, for any equation of the curve, we can find asymptotes parallel to the x-axis as well as parallel to the y-axis. Dear students, please remember that if the coefficients of highest power of x on y are constant, then we do not find any asymptotes parallel to the coordinate axis. The second point what you have to remember is the total number of asymptotes never exceed the degree of the equation. In the next part, in my next video, I am explaining about how to find the oblique asymptotes for the given curve. Asymptotes which are neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis. Please find the problems which are in the textbook and try to find solution to the problems. Thank you.